for the invitation threat. No, the invitation to come and be here. I could certainly talk a lot about the strategic partnership that exists between the American Red Cross and Family Service. We could also talk about, the way Family Service helps us leverage the resources we need to serve a group of people who have multiple and complex needs. But I think it's probably more compelling and more important to talk about the stories of people whose lives have been changed as a result of Family Service, homeless families and homeless individuals whose lives have been changed as a result of coming into contact with the people at Family Service. Tonight at our shelter, 75 people are going to have a safe place to stay. Last year, the youngest person we served was 2 days old. The oldest was 86. And everyone in between. Right? Tonight, one of the people who will have a safe place to stay is a mom of 4, for whom English is not her first language, who has a child who is deaf and requires hearing aids and special education. She came to us fleeing a domestic violence situation. She didn't know anybody. She spoke very little English. In short order, not 6 or 8 weeks, as we frequently experience with other of our partners, within that same week, she was hooked up with a caseworker from Family Service Association who was bilingual. So not only could she communicate about what was going on with her at the shelter, she could communicate to us about what was going on with her. Today, her daughter's in school. She's working on a housing plan. She's getting help, having gone through this trauma, and her life is radically different than it was 2 months ago. And Family Service played a big role in that. And her children, speaking of growing great kids, her children eat like gangbusters. So we're thankful for that. We're thankful for when a senior citizen comes to our door, and we're trying to work on resources to help our seniors, because really you shouldn't get to be 86 and be living in your car with 2 dogs. And yet people are. And when that happens, we could wring our hands and say, oh well, it happens. But the folks at Family Service don't do that. Their Senior Reach program helped us find a place for someone who actually came to our shelter in the advanced stages of stomach cancer. And instead of dying alone in his car, thanks to the good work of Bernadette and the folks at Family Service, this gentleman was able to get to the hospital, then he got into hospice care, and he died with dignity that we all hope we're able to